and take it in for the touchdown.
There you go. Okay, ladies, we are recording. I want to say hello to everybody out there on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday afternoon. I hope you all are at home and you're safe and you're surrounded by loved ones and you are taking measures to make sure that you stay protected and your loved ones stay protected during this time of COVID-19. My name is Iris Bolling, and I am coming to you because it's Sunday. And if it's a Sunday, I'm giving something away. That's just what we do over here at Siri Austin Entertainment. So I hope that you guys have a bottle, a wine or something. Let me see. Let me turn it this way so you can see what I'm drinking. There you go. I hope you guys have a bottle of something or a glass of something or whatever it is you feel like you need to have while we take about 15 minutes from your Sunday afternoon to spread a little joy to one of our essential workers. Tonight, I want to welcome Miss MidnightAce, Scotty, and MsPrissy Parker, who is going to help me with this giveaway. They're going to join me in spreading some joy to somebody because today somebody is going to get a Kindle Fire. All right. And they're going to get 20 of my novels.
Woo!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
That's
12,
a treat.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 of my novels.
20.
So,
20 mind-blowing books. They're good.
Yes. Well, thank you, my darling. Well, ladies, what I want to do first is I want to give each one of you a chance to tell our people who are watching, give them some idea of how essential workers have helped you during this entire COVID-19 situation we have going on.
Okay, well, I'll start it off. This is MidnightAce, and being an essential worker myself, it has been incredibly helpful with being able to go to the store and being able to find the things that I need and to help get myself registered out the store in a timely fashion. And also to see a friendly face because everything is intense, as I'm sure everybody knows. You know, you don't want to be too close to somebody. You always worried about the type of how you're supposed to do the etiquette and everything. And so coming from work and going to the store is always stressful for me because I'm in the hospital. I'm always afraid of being affected by somebody, and then I have to go outside the hospital, go into the store. So I appreciate you keeping everything safe, helping me get whatever I need, and getting me out in a timely fashion. So kudos to you, stay safe, and together we are going to get through this. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, for me, I want to thank the essential workers, especially the supermarket workers. No. The supermarket workers and the postal and UPS and Amazon delivery.
Yes.
For me, I'm one of those people that's in the high risk area where I can't risk going out into the stores at any time.
Right.
So most of my grocery deliveries I order through Instacart, and you know, the closest stores to me I think is like Aldi's and ShopRite, you know, and these people shop for me. I put in what I want, they shop for me, and then they deliver it to my home, practically to my doorstep.
Mm-hmm.
And that helps me a lot. That helps keep me safe. And they're taking risks with their health and their jobs. And the same thing for the other delivery stuff, you know. I shop online to get the stuff that I need, and it's delivered to my house. No problem.
MsPrissy, sometimes you shop for things that you don't necessarily need.
Excuse me.
Sometimes
Everything that that I shop for, I need, or somebody in my house needs.
Sometimes some of those things that you shop for, I mean, I had what, 3-4 boxes to come to my house that you ordered and sent to my house. Oh,
Those
you
were
were supposed to tell Jane.
you wasn't supposed to tell that, and those were Tennessee. So
No, they are.
the only thing that I've ordered that I really didn't need, well, I thought I needed at the time, was a toaster, because my toaster was broke for a day, like it wouldn't stay down or whatever. And then you know,
So
my
you just said forget it and just ordered a new one.
yes. And by the time I ordered the new one, you know, my MacGyver husband had done fixed it and everything. So it was back to working.
Husbands are good for things like that.
Yes, they are.
Yes. So
They are.
you know, but I'm gonna keep this one because it matches my teapot that you got me for my birthday. You know, it has that same red glow that I love. So
Okay.
anyway, thank you to the essential workers, and thank you to all those who are practically putting their self and their health and everything online to
Yeah.
keep us safe. We appreciate you.
Yeah. I know it seemed like all of a sudden everything, restrictions and things are being lifted, and everyone thinks that it's okay to go out there.
Don't fall
I
for the
honestly
okey
feel
doke.
like people don't know enough about what this is that we're dealing with for us to just suddenly say, after 60-some thousand people have died from this, I'm not willing to just up and say, okay, I can walk outside and go to the store and do this just like before January, before we knew any of this craziness was going on. After 60,000 people have died in this country, the country where we are supposed to be so advanced in medical stuff, technology, and the way that we do things, for us to have lost more than 60,000 people to this pandemic, it is just inconceivable for me to say on this week, you know, you need to do this, you need to wash this down, you need to wipe that down. And then miraculously is the word I'm looking for, miraculously on May the 1st, you don't have to do any of those things again. I'm sorry, folks. That is just not believable for me. And for the essential workers to be out there to make sure that we get our deliveries. They are going into stores where sometimes people are coming in with masks on and sometimes they're not. Sometimes people are coming in with gloves on and sometimes they're not. Sometimes people are coming in there with really, really beautiful personalities and sometimes they're not. You know, so our essential workers are out there and they are making sure that we're able to have the everyday things, you know, just the everyday things that we've come to think we can't live without. You know, they're there, like the toaster, you know, they are making sure they are making sure that we are able to get those things. I think
they're taking a risk coming there to
risk.
us.
Very much so. Very much so.
And the thing about it, guys, is I know some of these workers are not getting paid what they should be getting paid. They
so
should.
true.
I think everyone who was deemed an essential worker, I think they should get hazardous pay. That's my personal opinion. I think that we owe these people
agree with you on that.
Some type of gratitude. Yeah, because they're going out there every day, not knowing what situation they're going to walk into. So one of the ways that I felt that we could recognize them, I can't give them hazardous pay. If I could, I would find at least one that I could just give hazardous pay to for the whole time that this is going on. But I don't have it like that. MsPrissy got it like that, but I don't.
No, MsPrissy don't.
So I can't do that. However, I do have wonderful readers. I have a wonderful, wonderful reading base out there who they have big hearts. And so I had one to contact me, and she sent me a certain amount of money, and she said, I want you to find a way to make sure that people who have never read your books have an opportunity to read your books.
That's
and I
beautiful.
just thought that was a beautiful thing to do. That
really
just
was
a wonderful thing for her to say about my books. She loves them so much. She wants to make sure that others have the opportunity to read those books as well. So I appreciated that, her doing that so much that I decided, okay, how can I give these books away? And how can I identify people who haven't read my books? I know there's plenty out there, but how could I identify them, and what could I do in a special way to give them something? So what I decided to do is make it a two-part thing. Not only am I going to give you the books, I'm going to give you 20 books from my collection of, I don't know, 30. I might be at 30 now. I'm not sure, but I'm going to give you 20 books. I'm going to give you three of my series for you to be able to read. But I wanted to make sure that you had something to read them on. So in addition to giving you 20 books from my collection, one day we're going to sit down and calculate what's the value of that, Midnight. We're going to have to sit down and calculate that out.
I'm already calculating now.
Okay. But
well, y'all go ahead and calculate.
We wanted to make sure that you had a device to read them on. So
I'm outside, yo. Sun is
giving you a Kindle Fire. So you're going to receive a Kindle Fire and 20 novels from my collection for you to be able to go in and enjoy that. And I wanted to give it, not just give it to just anybody, I wanted to give it to people who were really giving so much to us. You know what I'm saying? So the first thing that came to mind was our essential workers. Well, the first post I did, we had medical, we had postal, and we had grocery stores. And the reason why I chose them, well, we knew our medical people was really getting just so worn out, so beat down, 24 hours a day. They were trying to make sure that these patients were being cared for. Everybody think of medical and they think of doctors, they think of nurses, but you got to think of the techs, you got to think of the janitors that work in the hospital, because hospitals do not flow without the janitors and the way that they need to work.
I had to move out that sun, y'all.
Okay, MsPrissy.
I'm sorry.
So now we can't see you. So
I know, I look like a black dot. Let me go by my she shed.
You're better right there.
Right there. That's in the daggone sun.
Well, we can see you, MsPrissy, and your house. Anyway, while MsPrissy tried to get herself together, it takes a village to run hospitals. Not just the doctors, not just the nurses. You got your techs, you got your clerks, you got some of everyone that makes it possible for the nurses and doctors to take care of us. So the first week, the person that won was a medical personnel. Then the last week, the person that won was our postal clerks. Listen, I don't know. Listen, when they said snow, sleet, hail, rain, whatever, they show up. COVID-19, they show up. Yeah. So the postal service is making sure that you're getting your mail. For all of those who were fortunate enough to receive stimulus checks, if you didn't get direct deposit, guess what? It was those postal workers that made sure that you got those stimulus checks in the mail. For those of us who have bills, it's those postal workers that are bringing you those bills. But
they can keep
we're not going to hold that against them. We're not going to hold that against them. But also your postal workers are doing a lot of the deliveries now too. You know, our postal workers, they deliver things that you order from all over, especially Amazon. So they do a lot of the delivery to my house, in addition to Amazon and Barnes and Nobles and wherever else. And JC Penney's, I'm loving JC Penney's. And guys, while you're at home, stay away from QVC, danger zone.
Oh,
Anyway,
for sure that.
danger zone.
I
Stay
have
away
not
from
been to QVC. I'm only purchasing things that we need. So, Miss Iris, if you're on QVC, you must be purchasing things that you do not need.
Woo! I'm not going to tell y'all what's going through my mind right
So
now.
you guys see who the mediator of this group is, right?
Now, as I was saying, before MsPrissy had the movement going on, and now she want to talk to me about QVC and ordering
Well, you
stuff.
brought it up.
Hey, they had a great Dooney and Burke sale. But anyway, let's
Did
get
they?
back to this.
I'm glad I missed that.
The important part is these workers, your medical people, your postal workers, and today we're looking at our store clerks. These people make sure they go to work, they leave their children, they leave their family, and they go to work putting their lives in danger to make sure that we have food in our house. They make sure that the food is stocked. They make sure that someone is there to bring that food up for us.
Yes.
They make sure that when we call and we order from Instacart or wherever we order from, they're packaging that food to make sure that we have food coming to our house.
Yes.
So we wanted to find a way to thank, and let me say this, by no means are we saying that these are the only essential people that's out there.
Not at all.
They're
Not
not.
at all.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm simply saying these are the groups that we're able to do something for right now. Maybe later we'll be able to do something for other groups as well. But right now, these are the groups that we decided on, and we're trying to do something for them. So
yeah, this is the time where you can really see some of the things and people and areas that you take for granted.
Yes.
Would
that's
normally
true.
take for granted, and how essential basically that they are now,
they are.
that we have limitations, to keep
Very
you,
much so.
running every day. So it's very easy to discount people when you're going through and everything is flowing good. But now that we have something that it should be making us all take a step back and reflect on how far we've come, and what the things that has been provided for us, making it easy for our lives to flow. But now we have this stopping thing right here with this pandemic, and now we should be questioning it and looking at everything. So these are just those people that you come to mind, that you have been generally maybe taken for granted, that they was going to always be there, but now
so
what
true.
a large part of your life, keeping your life flowing, that they are that important part of that.
I think that what has happened has gotten us to a point where we're taking a second look at who we put on pedestals. Because we've always put certain people up on these pedestals. Nothing against them, but for whatever reason we put our singers, and we put our sports legends and other people on these pedestals. And yes, they bring us entertainment, and yes, that Babyface and Teddy Riley challenge was the bomb, and it brought all of us joy because they brought us that music. They do have their purposes, but guess what? We can live without that music, but we can't live without that food.
Right.
That's true.
We can't live without those medical people being there in place to help us. Those deliveries that's coming to our house, we can't live without those postal service delivering those things to us. So I'm not saying that any one industry is more important than the next, but this epidemic clearly demonstrated those that we just don't even give a second glance when we go into a store, or you just expect the postman to put your mail in there. You just expect doctors, nurses to be where they're supposed to be. We don't think twice
Speaking
about
of postage, y'all need to be watchful. Your president is trying to say is cutting funds from the United States Post Office, saying that we don't really need them. So
they're trying to privatize the postal service, from what I understand. But I don't want to get it. I don't want to talk about 46-1. I want to keep this uplifting, because we're doing something here, and he's not doing anything. So let's stay here.
So true.
Let's stay here. However, we want to recognize people who are doing something. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so today, let's get to this. Today, we have a winner. Our winner is a Whole Foods clerk, a Whole Foods store in Chicago. She's a grocery clerk in Chicago.
Hey.
All right, for Chi-Town. We're
doing it. We're doing it.
I see you, Midnight. I see you. And her name is Lakeisha Harden. Lakeisha Harden.
Congratulations,
Lakeisha. Thank you for all you do.
Lakeisha Harden signed up in the Brenda Jackson Book Club post. So I'm going to reach out to Brenda Woodbury and make sure that Brenda Woodbury can reach out to Lakeisha Harden, have Lakeisha Harden to contact us. Just send me a direct message with her name, her street address, and her email address, because we will be shipping her a Kindle Fire.
Yay!
And as soon as she receives that, then I'm going to
be a hot Kindle Fire after she get them books.
Right.
I'm going to send her 20 ebooks as gifts, so that she would have something to download on her new Kindle Fire. So now let's talk about the books, because Keisha apparently has never read any of my books. That was one of the qualifications.
Ooh, honey.
So she's going to be new to Iris Bolling novels. So she's getting 3 full series. She's going to receive the entire Heart series, which is 8 books. Am I right? 8 books?
8 books.
8 books. Okay, she's going to receive the entire Gems and Gents series, which is 9 books. And she's going to receive the
Dunning trilogy.
The new trilogy, the Dunning trilogy.
Yeah. Yes.
So she's going to get a total of 20 books and 3 series. 3.
All of them are great reads.
Entire series. Thank you, MsPrissy. 3 entire series. From the very beginning, which is the hearts, and then the Lassiters, who intertwine with the hearts.
With the hearts. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with the heart. And then you have the Dunning series that she'll be getting. So, ladies, tell them something about it. I can't talk about my own stuff, so they need to hear from people who has read them and don't know about them. So tell them a little bit about one of the series. Let's start with MidnightAce.
Okay, so I'm going to go way down to the more recent ones, okay? First of all, Lakeisha, you are not going to have a bad read. Every one of these are phenomenal reads, so you can't go wrong. All I suggest you do is, once you get those emails, you download those books and just start anywhere. You can't go wrong. But I would like to talk to you about the latest release, her trilogy, the Dunning trilogy. This one here, one thing you'll find out about Iris is that
I kill people.
Her series, you do.
Yeah,
but her series is always going to be, we say, entice your mind. And let me explain that to you a little bit further. Because with the Heart series, I have always called it a political drama. And you heard MsPrissy say earlier about her family, and that is all true. But she's going to make you think about your life and your walk in life. It's not one time that you won't pick up one of her books that it's going to make you reflect on something or teach you something.
Mm-hmm.
So with the Dunning series, this is, if you remember way back when you know, Black people were taking over the banks and everything. This is kind of how she brought the history all the way back to recent and kind of gave it a new outlook, if you will. So this is about a Black family who
Family-owned
has
bank.
the bank, and they clearly founded this on family first and foremost, and that is their crest. Not to tell you about the crest right now, I can tell you that crest, I want to do everything because that's my crest, I say. So you will fall in love with this family. You will find out what it's like to bank in a Black banking facility. You'll find out what it means for us to stick together and how strong we are, united instead of divided.
Yeah.
You will learn how you have to watch your back, because everybody that is close to you doesn't mean you any good. And it's just a wonderful series. I could just go on and on about it, but it's just a wonderful series. And I think it would it'd be a great read for you. You could start with it first, or you could start with the Heart series, or you could start with the last of the series. Any book you pick up, you're going to fall in love.
You can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
Thank you, Miss Midnight. I appreciate that. And I'm going to send you something with that crust on it again.
Yeah,
Just
I know.
Because.
Lord.
Just because.
Yeah.
Right,
that's my crest.
Well, what I would like to say and point out is that all of Iris Bolling's books is about family values.
Mm-hmm.
Every series is about family connections, respecting family, protecting family, being there for family, whether you like them, love them, or not. They're still family. You got to do what you got to do. So, and
sometimes you got to take them out, but okay.
And also too, for protecting family, but what it truly means to protect a country.
Yes, that is so true. But I'm not going to get into that since this is MsPrissy's moment. Let's stick to what MsPrissy has to say.
Okay,
Again,
who's the mediator now?
Right?
I'm mediating.
MsPrissy says that Iris Bolling books are a great escape, and they truly are. Her books have gotten me through some tremendous traumatic times, and they are very good reads, very mind-opening reads. If you don't know a lot about politics, you will learn some of that in her Heart series. If you don't know anything about government agencies, you will learn some of that in the Lassiter series. And if you don't know anything about how bank runs from the inside, you will learn that from the Dunning series. So I would say enjoy, sit back. I'm outside, y'all. These bugs are, whew. Sit back and relax.
It comes every time you and I are together, whether it's like this or when you come and visit me here. One thing I say, you definitely earn your name.
I don't even want to ask what that means. But anyway, getting back to what
MsPrissy
has to say.
Midnight, here she go. Midnight, here she go.
Look. I ain't heard nothing.
I'm just trying to keep the bugs out my face. The sun is setting. So.
But
and
listen,
the moon for deers.
Thank both of you for that. We want Lakeisha to get an idea of what she's going to be receiving, and hope that she really do enjoy them. I think that I definitely want to thank my reading base for doing things like this, so that I'm able to share their love that they share with me. I'm able to share it with other people. So I do want to thank my reading base for provided me with the opportunity to do that for someone else, to be able to give them something. I also want to thank MsPrissy and Midnight, because whenever I contact them and say, hey, I got to do this thing, most of the time they don't even ask me what it is that we got to do. They find out 10 minutes before we go before we go on camera. So,
we're like, okay.
so I do want to thank both of them for doing that. But right now, what we want to do is take a moment again to say thank you from all of us here at Siri Austin Entertainment, including Sharita Caldwell Repetto, because she keeps us straight in the background. And for those who have won for the last 3 Sundays, it's because Sharita picked your name. So I want to put that out there. So we're going to thank her too. But we want
I
to
know what
thank.
we forgot to say.
What?
We forgot the warnings. Once you start these books, do not start this book if you're cooking.
Oh.
If you're doing
if you have to
something.
go to work, if you have to go to work,
if you have to go to work,
if you have
and
to
if
go
you have to
work,
go to sleep.
or sleep. That's true. Shalice is the one, because Shalice lives in California. So by the time she's contacted me, I'm asleep, right? Because she's up at night and she's reading. So I'm asleep. But girlfriend don't care. She'll send me a message in the middle of the night. Miss I don't know what you did with this. But girl, I am telling you, and she don't stop. You know, she keeps, we should get to another part. Girl, this Grayson and Monique, oh my gosh. You know, and she's forgetting that it may be 12 o'clock midnight where she's at.
But it's 3 a.m.
here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a warning. If you have to go to sleep, or if you have to go to work, or you have an important meeting you need to get to, you may not
Mostly
want to.
if you're cooking.
Or
I'm
if you're
telling
cooking, if you're cooking.
Wait a minute now. I can help them with the cooking thing because I think I got that one down pat.
you. Okay, tell me.
I can help them with that one.
Okay, all right. Well, Midnight she has a solution for the cooking part.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good warning, MsPrissy. That's a good warning, MsPrissy.
Yes.
So, Lakeisha, when you get these, when you get your Kindle, and when you get your books, make sure you have a little time off. I know it's hard for you guys to catch time off, but have some time off so that you can escape. Because that's what each of these books going to do for you. It's going to, after you deal with all of the craziness that you have to deal with in your job right now, take these books as an escape, to get away from it, to ease your mind, to relax your soul. You know, I might be contradicting myself just a little bit, but these books will raise your heart rate, or you know, something like that. Every now and then it might get you, or have you on the edge of your seat wondering what's going to happen next. You know, so that's going to happen. So again, guys, we're gonna cut this out. We're going to say congratulations to Lakeisha Harden. You're going to be
congratulations
from
Lakeisha.
She's from Chicago. She's a grocery store clerk at Whole Foods in Chicago. Congratulations to you, Lakeisha Harden. And not just congratulations, thank you from all of us to you. Thank you very much for getting up every morning and going to work and making sure that our groceries is prepared and sent to us. So thank you very, very much. Send me a DM, a direct message with your name, your address, and your email address, your regular street address and your email address, so we can get your Kindle Fire and your books to you. I want to thank everybody who shared the post. Everybody, all of you guys who are out here listening. We're going to have another giveaway next Sunday. I'm not sure how I'm giving this one away yet, because I've done the 3 for the essential workers. And
we'll figure something out.
I'm gonna talk with my ladies, my partners in crime right here. I'm gonna talk with them and get with Sharita, and we'll see how we're going to do the rest, because I did have a second reader that came through and say, hey, I like this idea. I'm sending you some more Kindle Fires to give away. Okay. You send the Kindle Fires, I will give away the books. That's where we're at right now. So congratulations to Lakeisha Harden, Chicago Whole Foods grocery store clerk. She posted on the Brenda Jackson Book Club. I'll be in touch with Brenda Woodbury to make sure that she gets the message that she did win. And I want to thank all of you guys for just taking a few minutes and listening to us. Thank Lakeisha. When you see this video, please leave a post out there to Lakeisha thanking her as well. Look, you may not know Lakeisha and you may not live in Chicago, but there is a Lakeisha store clerk somewhere in whatever state that you work in that is doing the exact same thing. So take this as an opportunity to thank them as well. So ladies, that's all I got. But I want to take a minute and Midnight or MsPrissy, since Midnight is talking to the beast, MsPrissy, why don't you
Yes.
tell us?
I'm sorry, my neighbor is playing Regina Bell Show Me, so I just got a little caught up in, Okay.
What?
Show me.
Okay, see, this is what we have to go through. MsPrissy, you're not the performer. Okay, so if you would, but tell them who you are. Tell them who you are and what you do.
I am MsPrissy on Facebook, on social media, but I truly am Cara Parker, business owner. I'm sorry, I feel like I look like a black dot.
You do.
Okay.
But no, we get
business owner of Style Setters Entertainment, and I currently manage one artist, which is the Saint, who's also my husband. And right now, I'm in the process of finishing up my degree, which I should have by July. Woohoo!
Hey.
Yes. And I believe that. Okay.
You're fine.
I believe that, yes, you can contact me on Facebook at Style Setters Entertainment. The email is styleset.et@gmail.com. You can find me there on Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn.
Thank you, MsPrissy.
Oh, wait, and do check out the Saint music. He will be doing a pre-Mother's Day live stream on next Saturday. That's on next Saturday between, I think it's 5 p.m. next Saturday. And that's right on time. You can find him at johnthesaint.com. He's also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna be out there for a little Mother's Day love. You all do know that next Sunday is Mother's Day.
Yes.
Yes. Yep. Mother's Day. Okay, Miss Midnight, tell the folks that's watching a little bit about you.
I am MidnightAce, and I am owner, CEO, and owner of MidnightAce Book Bar, where I pair my reading with cigars and wine. So come and check me out at www.midnightacebookbar.com, where I give my thoughts on all of my reading. Also, you can find me at the same MidnightAce Book Bar on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So I hope to see you there.
Well, okay. Thank you so very much, Miss Midnight and MsPrissy. And again, my name is Iris Bolling. You can find me at irisbolling.net. That's my website. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Except for on Instagram, somebody went out there and did a fake account that says Siri Austin _. That is not me. I am just Siri Austin. Nothing more. Find me out there and check out what we're into. Now, the other thing that I just want to tell you guys real quick is that on Wednesdays, You can catch all three of us on our radio show with Cruise Inc. Radio, Wednesdays at 8 o'clock, where we go in and we discuss books that are written by authors of color that portray what, ladies?
Black
love.
love in
Yes.
real life and in books.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen. We love talking
And that's
about Black
Iris
love.
Moments.
And it's called Iris Moments. It comes on at 8 p.m. every Wednesday on Cruise Inc. Radio. You can catch all three of us there. But for tonight, for this Sunday, week 3, we want to thank Lakeisha Harden and all of the other essential workers out there for everything that you guys do. We appreciate you. We love you. Everyone out there, please be safe. Wear your mask.
Be safe.
Stay safe.
Be safe. We love you guys, and we're checking out at this point. So, say goodbye, ladies.
Bye, ladies.